Row Zero is a spreadsheet for big data that easily opens Parquet files. To get started, I've opened a new workbook and I'll go to Data, where I can import from File, URL, or S3. I'm going to import from File and I'll select my Parquet file. This is a New York City taxi ride log for the month of June. There's 4.3 million rows of data, one row for each taxi ride. Some options for how I want to import my data: I can import to an existing sheet or a new sheet, and I can import as cells or as a data table. You can see it's finishing up right here, and I get a quick preview. Click Import, and all of the data imports directly into the spreadsheet. I can control down. You'll see I'm on row 4.3 million, so all of the data is here. From here, row 0 works just like Excel and Google Sheets, so I can filter and sort. I can also write Excel compatible formulas. So I'm going to add a new column here for the day of the week. So we'll use the weekday function. On this date time, I can double click and it's going to automatically fill all 4.3 million rows. I'll call this day of week, and I can pivot this. So let's insert pivot table, drop this in a new sheet, and I want to look at taxi rides by day of week. So pull day of week to rows, and I'll do a count of day of week. And I also want to look at the trip distance by day, and I have a number of different options here. I'm going to look at the median trip distance, and you can see even though there's 4.3 million rows of data, it's super fast to create this pivot table. You can also chart this by selecting the columns and going to Insert Chart, and I have a number of options to configure my chart. I'm going to put this median trip distance on the right side in a line chart just to make it a little easier to see, and I can make this a bit smaller. Let's take a look. So it looks like there's more rides on Sundays and Saturdays, and the median trip distance is also longer on the weekends. So as you can see, Row Zero makes it very easy to open Parquet files online in a spreadsheet. You can try Row Zero for free at rowzero.io and see why Row Zero is the best spreadsheet for big data.